Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The World Economic Forum, Australia has signed up a deal with them to go cashless by October 2024. We need to dive into that. The IMF is putting pressure on sovereign states to be able to tax Bitcoin. Governments, they are looking to shut down the exit ramp. So I want to dive straight into it. There is hope, there is freedom left for us, and we'll dive into that. But this is what the IMF is doing today. The IMF demands Pakistan to impose capital gains tax on Bitcoin and crypto investments to receive a $3 billion aid package. Obviously, somehow they want to get this money back, which they've just printed out of thin air. But to put this mandate on something that the citizens are probably not after, we'll see if that turns out to be a good thing. I don't think so. So this is what's happening in Australia. This is for gov.queensland.gov.au. This is an official government website. Shout out to everyone that is watching live, that is watching the replay today. Good morning. Hope you're all doing well. So Signals and Trends 2018, experts predicted that a cashless future was 2 to 3 generations away. 2 years later, the pandemic, which appears to have accelerated the move towards a cashless society. I wonder why they shut the whole world down. Starting to make sense now. The fear of transmission coupled with lockdowns and other restrictions led to a boom in online shopping and cashless payments globally as consumers continue. This is insane how much it's jumped up and how they are going totally cashless. Anyway, as consumers continue to embrace the legacy of the pandemic and a surge in finance technologies, cash payments are expected to continue to decline in the coming years. Public discourse. Given digital payments rely on infrastructure, there are additional concerns about disruptions triggered by cyber attacks. It's funny. What was the WEF planning for this year? A cyber attack. They bring it up on the government website. They need to put all this out there, ladies and gentlemen. So, natural disasters and software upgrades. This is what could trigger disruptions. So across Australia, been numerous outages by businesses offering internet and mobile service, including CommBank, the Commonwealth, NAB, Optus, and Square. I believe Telstra also last year went down with Optus. As soon as it happened, I put a message out saying, ladies and gentlemen, prepare. This is a test. They are learning, in my opinion. Maybe it's not. I'd rather plan for the worst and hope for the best. What is the best? It's Bitcoin. We're going to dive into the price and how it can save you from this tyranny, this nihilistic attitude. They are trying to push down everybody's throat. It's super easy. Opt out. Obviously, they are putting things in place to be able to stop that. $10,000 a month limits with Commonwealth. They are here in Australia. A little bit of a pain in the ass, to be sure. In 2022, Tasmania suffered a 6-hour internet outage after 2 of the 3 cables connecting the states to the mainland were taken offline. Tasmania is this tiny little island at the bottom of Australia. Absolutely glorious. Might be going there this year or early next year. Look for a little bit of land. It's so crazy expensive up here. And I know fiat's property's a Ponzi scheme and all that, I understand, but there needs to be this balance with life. Anyway, to have this little island totally separated from the rest of the world for 6 hours, it's pretty wild, hey? So all these outages affected electronic payment services with lost sales opportunities. Businesses reportedly required customers to pay with cash. Crazy. It is legal tender here in Australia, at least at this stage. So April 23, the Queensland government launched a new... This is scary. This is where the totalitarianism comes in. Feels like... Side note, did you see what China is doing when people are jaywalking and stuff, and it just takes a photo of their face and it just deducts social credit scores and money out of their WeChat account? Anyway, back to Australia. Unrelated, I'm sure. Anyway, April 23, the Queensland government launched a new digital economy strategy and action plan with 3 core focus areas: digital market, digital consumer, and digital government. As part of the strategy, the government will invest $200 million to grow the state's digital economy and improve digital connectivity throughout Queensland. So they're putting in this thing called the NBN, which is fibre optics for the internet, right to the house, or at least to your driveway, and then it's that old copper. It's slow as, it's expensive as, is obsolete as soon as they started rolling it out. Somebody has obviously been paid that big moolah, that dirty old fiat gains to be able to install this. Somebody got a kickback because the thing's absolute garbage, you know. Tesla, like it or not, he's got satellites encapsulating the whole world. He's got this grid locked down. There's no reason we cannot be using satellite instead of this crappy NBN they've wasted billions of dollars on. Anyway, 200 million. This includes providing better digital infrastructure in regional communities and improving access to digital technology. So closing thoughts, the pandemic coupled with evolving consumer preferences and the decrease in availability of cash has expedited the shift towards a cashless society, possible by 2030 or even earlier. Okay, 2030, that number keeps coming up, especially in relation to the IMF putting in these mandates to be able to do it. So this came out yesterday. I haven't really been able to verify it, the People's Voice. Don't know how credible they are, and I thought I'd still bring it up because even if it's half true, I'd rather be preparing now. I would be doing everything I can to be able to buy, stack, and chill, accumulate as much Bitcoin as I can. I have been as well. And directly for these reasons, Bitcoin is hope, Bitcoin is freedom. Shout out to everyone watching live. Let's just say hello to everyone in the comment section this morning. You're all legends. Gargoyle, Hua Hin, Mick Lovin in the house, mate. It's been a couple of days. Chris Bridges, Rock and Roll, McLovin, back again. Ye him, McLovin. It is good to see everyone. We will jump into a bit of a banter at the end. If you are watching live, if you can smash the like, watching the replay, smash the like. So jumping into what Australia is doing. They signed a WEF treaty to close all major banks and switch to a fully cashless society. So this came out 2 days ago. Australia has signed a World Economic Forum treaty that will see all major banks in the country close as citizens are forced to transition to a fully cashless society. Yeah, not me. I'll be spending sats. That's where the parallel Bitcoin economy comes in. Bankwest, a subsidiary of the Commie Bank, is the first bank to close its branches and move the remaining 15 CBA branches in an effort to go fully digital by October 2024. This announcement comes as Sydney-based banking software company Constantinople, a startup founded by two former executives of major bank Westpac, unveil a new app called Business Plus. They claim, fantastic, isn't it? Scary as hell. They claim that this app will be an all-in-one mobile app that can offer Australia's first end-to-end digital banking platform, the country's 2.4 million businesses with fewer than 10 employees. So Australia is transitioning to a cashless society faster than almost anywhere. Last year, the Australian Banking Association reported the use of digital wallet payments on smartphones and watches had increased from 2018, 746 million in 4 years to $93 billion. Wild. Absolutely wild. Crazy, hey? And whatever's going on here is a little bit weird, ladies and gentlemen. That is floating around on Twitter. So obviously it keeps going. They are looking to control, and this seems like a good thing, I guess, for people that haven't been Bitcoining for a while. Just before I get into this, let's shout out to today's sponsor. These guys are absolutely incredible. I messaged Tony every time I bring him up. Somebody in the chat has already gone through it. I went through it. These guys have helped me out with my cybersecurity, locking down my stack or my Bitcoin sack. I like saying Bitcoin sack, but Bitcoin stack. Maybe I'm a little bit immature. Yes, I'll grow up. Anyway, 25 years cybersecurity experience. Safe Doing a Moose, the author of the Bitcoin Standard, which is just down there. I should have it on the desk. Read the books, read the bugs. Also recommends these amazing company, the Bitcoin Way. The Bitcoin Way is a service I've always wanted. Basically, the reason why I bring them up and pair up to them, it's not for everyone. No, not every single person needs it, but the amount of experience that these guys bring forth into the world to be able to help you out, to go from a no coiner to a whole coiner, running your own node, locking it down, air gap straight away in a couple of sessions, absolutely incredible. If you've been here for a while and you just need to make sure that, like, maybe you're not sleeping at night, you're a little bit worried. I was. Called him up, got through there. He showed me a couple of things on my hardware device that were insane, that I never thought of, didn't know existed, even after spending hundreds of hours online. So check out the Bitcoin Way today. There is a link below. You get a free 30-minute call. These guys truly are incredible. I sent Tony a really heartfelt message yesterday. I'm so proud of what they're doing, how they're helping people out. So if you're really unsure about anything, just get on the phone and have a quick little chat with them and they can help you out. It's free. So the European Union pledged a 7.4 billion, which is $8.1 billion aid package for Egypt, the latest push by the international community to buoy its struggling economy. Buoy their struggling economy. The aid package, obviously it needs to come from somewhere. If they're lending it to them, well, that's no longer an aid package in my opinion. I don't know if it's a loan, but regardless, where's that money come from in the first place? They've either printed it or they're going to tax people to pay for it, or they probably print and then they're going to tax people to pay for it. So it's a lose-lose situation. And I always care about humanitarian aid. There's one race, and that's the human race. We're all people, we all bleed blood. But to not look after your own country when people are struggling, and then you put this out, and then you put taxes on your own country to be able to pay for another country that's struggling, I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. You need to look after your family close to home first. So Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan, Jepstein, banker, said that Bitcoin is a trumped-up fraud and is for criminals, yet he and his bank have paid $39.3 billion in fines for fraud and criminal behavior. The nerve. Here is the more recent one. So I brought this up March 17. JP Morgan Chase paying $348 million. Wow. Penalty issued cease and desist order over unsafe or unsound banking practices. This is all I want to bring up here. Federal Reserve Office Comptroller of the Currency hitting banking giant JP Morgan Chase with $348.2 million fine and coordinated enforcement action. Both the Fed and the OCC say JP Morgan engaged in unsafe or unsound banking practices in relations to its trade surveilling program. And they're worried about Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. It's absolutely crazy. They should be worried about the banks. It is good to see a little bit of justice, but they just pay it, hit the customers with more fees, continue doing what they're doing. Anyway, you can align yourself with truth, which is Bitcoin. Let's jump over to the block clock here today. We are at block height 835,262. Wow. Let me bring it up here, because this is so cool. This is so important. Let's check this out. Come on, let's load, baby. 5:49 a.m. To the next halving, 4,738 blocks to go. Bottom right corner here where I'm wiggling this little mouse. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Some things are estimating April 19. We've got April 21st here. If we get it on 420, it'll be a fun meme day hitting that. But the price here, 67,228. Thank you. Thank you so much, Bears. I appreciate it. Commie Bank are delaying payments. They are locking us down to $10,000 a month. We have separate bank accounts as well. It's the reason why I'm moving money through this Commonwealth Bank, because it's with me personally. And it's annoying. Anyway, they're holding funds. So having this discount here is absolutely amazing. For every dollar, you get 1,488 sats. For every $10, you get 14,880. TikTok, next block, Croc is in the house. OPD in the house. So talking about OPD there, I'll bring up this shop in a second. I've got a video to play first. In regards to Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is that hope, it is that bright orange future here. And although these people say nihilistic, asinine things, and they are bringing in total mass control, mass surveillance, it's all good, ladies and gentlemen. I don't worry about it. We have Bitcoin. It is hope. It is freedom. It is actually sovereign technology, not your keys, not your coins. Make sure your seed is stored on seal minimum. It's $11 or $20 or whatever it is off Amazon. Minimum. Get that. Don't store it on paper. And if you need any help going to the next level, obviously the Bitcoin way, but please look after this. We can see what's happening here in Australia, everywhere around the world. China's a pretty good example. Buying a lot of Bitcoin still, even though it's illegal, because it is that escape hatch. Anyway, let's turn on to a more positive note. Bitcoin is going to go higher. Just like Ben and Creed. Have you been seeing that meme everywhere? It was pretty cool. The Creed dude shouting out Ben and Yellow. Anyway, let's jump into the big money show. And we're frozen. Who knows what's going on here? This is super weird. Come on, baby. Let's play. Metal Love It. TikTok, next block. G'day, brother. Croc, hope all is well with you. Let's jump into the comments while we are reloading. Let me just hit refresh on this. This is what happens when you go live, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get a little bit of sound?
Hit 150.
Here we go.
This year?
Wow.
That sounds a little rich to me. I think you're more of a bull than I am. Make your case.
Well, I'm not going to say it's going to hit 150 this year. It very well could. I'll say this much. You know, Bitcoin is finite, and so there's only so much of it. You lose your keys, you lose your crypto, so even that which is out there is probably a lot smaller than we understand right now. So the world is opening up right now with institutional money coming into these ETFs. And so instead of having to open up some random type of an account at Coinbase, you can do it through your brokerage. And so when we look at the supply and demand factors, ultimately April here is coming this halving time frame. So they can mine about 900 coins a day.
Halving or halvening? Let us know. Halving, number one. Halvening, number two. Let us know in the comments of the live chat there, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely needs to be number one, yeah.
Day right now, that's going down to 450. And so we're already doing about double right now the sales or purchases on a day-to-day basis. And so as we get into this April 17th time frame here for having, just basic supply and demand says prices are going to go higher.
Just quickly, is Bitcoin, what's the use case? It's not a currency. Is it a hedge on inflation?
This is so good. I really like this. Yeah, we're both saying halving. Yeah, number one.
Inflation, like Jackie's gold. What is it?
Well, I think that it is a hedge on currency. It is a hedge just like gold is, but also it's this peer-to-peer idea. And so with more international countries having challenges in their finances, I think that it's important to understand if you're a migrant crossing the border, you might be robbed 10 times before you get to the United States. Who knows? But if you remember your password to your crypto account,
that's propaganda. Like, he's a Bitcoiner and I love it. But that is propaganda. He's using a little bit of fear to sell Bitcoin. I'm not opposed to it. We're playing the same game and getting people to listen. But to see that, you know, propaganda works on both sides and Bitcoin is aligned with truth. So the propaganda is truthful. But did you catch that one? Anyway, I'll keep going on. And Elaine saying halvening, like hodl, bit speak. I get it, but I definitely don't agree, Elaine. It sounds strange to me. Let me know if let me know what you think. Does anyone else agree with Elaine? Good morning, Elaine. Good to see everybody there in the live chat on the replay.
Online, 12 words. You just keep that in your head. You walk through to the other side, and you've got money anywhere you need to be. So there's a lot of adaptations here. That's just one that I don't think many people are talking about.
David, thank you.
That's pretty cool, hey? That was nice. It's very level-headed. They're going for a little bit more, but that's the gist of it, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to show you this, the Bitcoin Lab. This is a Bitcoin brand, a little bit of merch. I obviously wear Bitcoin clothes every single day. Buy, stack, and chill. And I just wanted something that was a little bit more me. I couldn't find it. I want to be able to rep the signal out there. So we have the Bitcoin Lab. Buy, stack, and chill. Humble. Humble's probably one of my favorites, obviously. Read the books, read the bugs. It says Bitcoin merch for your Bitcoin lifestyle. It's not really merchandise. It is merchandise, but I'd rather say the Bitcoin brand. This is what we're building here, ladies and gentlemen. Couple of things on there. If you subscribe, you do get 10% off. That is the bitcoinlab.io. So I've teamed up with my... I won't say his name yet. I'll just get permission before I do. But the graphic designer that's helping me out, that's built out this website, thank you so much. We are splitting the profits there, and we will use it for good things. But that's the bitcoinlab.io. Check it out. Help support the channel. It allows you to go to a party, orange pill friends, start a conversation. It's pretty cool. They're like, you're into that Bitcoin thing. Yeah, just a little bit. And I just say, have you bought any? Yeah, and they're like, no. I'm like, why not? And it just sparks that conversation. But I feel good in it wearing my clothes. These ones online are a little bit different to this, but still very good. So if you want to check it out and let us know how you go. Now, obviously, Bitcoin is that shining hope, that shining beacon of freedom. Whether they go cashless society this year, 2024, 2030, they are announcing 2024 to be the year of chaos. We've got the biggest elections globally happening all at once. Is it 3 billion people voting around the world in 1 year? That's absolutely massive. I can't see everything going smooth sailing so far. Pretty interesting that BlackRock's come into the conversation. It is the best performing asset this year. The BlackRock ETF is the best performing asset, or the third best performing asset of all time out of over 3,000 assets. People are starting to wake up, but not quick enough. I don't think we've done enough work getting people to read the books or eat the bugs. There's a link for this. It's a really good book. I'll bring it up all the time. I feel like I've done my best orange pill people over the last couple of years, but now I'm really hitting those conversations a whole lot harder because we know Bitcoin's that hope, that's freedom. But what's the point of living in Galt's Gulch or the Citadel if our friends and our family aren't there? So let's just get the message out there. The prices come back down a little bit. How about I bring it up for everyone today? So we're at 66,979. There is 69 there. So this is aligned. There is a 3, 6, and 9 in there. There's a couple of 9s today. However, a couple of 6s, a lot of 6s, a lot of 9s. Anyway, off that tangent there, it's cheap. Like if you can still buy Bitcoin under $1 million, it's still cheap. Your time frame may still change a little bit, but now under 100K, ladies and gentlemen, this is an amazing opportunity, in my opinion, to be studying Bitcoin. $66,979. It's probably a little bit outdated. I can refresh it, but regardless, we can dive closer into the price. $1.316 trillion market cap. What I like here is this number is so close now. The fully diluted valuation is $1.4 trillion. There's so little coins left to mine. We can see it here. I think it's like 97.74% to the halving. But the amount of, where is it? The amount of supply that's come out, 93.61%, up here, top left corner. My apologies. Yeah, so I was on the money. 93.61% have come out. The total supply is $19.66 million. So these aren't too far. So Bitcoin is pretty much valued at what Bitcoin is valued at currently. It's not like we're going to see a massive supply shock, and the supply is getting cut in half in 30 odd days, ladies and gentlemen, 32 days and 21 hours. People definitely don't have enough of it. So it's still cheap. We do see what happens after the halving usually. We did get a little bit of a rally, and I'm glad it has come back down because the commies have not allowed me to gain access to that dirty old fiat yet. It has not hit my exchange, but 68,833 with the last 66,605. If we can send this lower, if somebody can call up the CEO, that would be greatly appreciated. It's like, check out this, 10% down from the all-time high. That's remarkable to be hitting the all-time high. You've got a 10% discount on the world's hardest money. It's amazing. It's really incredible. I'd be making the most of it and getting that signal out there. Well, that's an interesting article, but we'll get back to that one. So how's that? Save smarter. People no longer believe working hard will lead to a better life, survey shows. That's because what people are saving in the money is broken. Obviously, we have got Bitcoin, but if people in your life are struggling, maybe that's the good orange pill there. Is saving, you don't feel like you're ever getting ahead. That's because you're saving the wrong money. Bitcoin is just the new savings technology of the future. Proof of work, AU. So this is pretty interesting. There's one Bitcoin company on the Australian stock market who is following Saylor to buy more Bitcoin. DCC has had an oversubscribed placement to raise 3 mil, which exceeded interest. They secured 5.3 million at 6.7 cents. It's only a small cap at 65 mil, holding 114.9 Bitcoin valued at $11.98 million. Saylor started something, to see Australia pick that up, phenomenal. Absolutely well done to them. What are the name? DCC. Digitax and completes private placement. Absolutely fantastic. Well done. Slowly then suddenly, ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin is winning. It is hope. It is truth. It is freedom. It's amazing. Number go up, technology, and people are starting to wake up to the fact that the dollar ain't ship. Now, Bitcoin meme of the day. I thought this was pretty cool. Peter is wriggling as he walks. I found the pot of gold. Where's the gold? Converted to Bitcoin with a little leprechaun. Happy St. Patrick's Day for the other day as well, ladies and gentlemen. Green days are good days. Chill out and stack sats. Absolutely, Tony. Whether it's up, whether it's down, whether it's green, whether it's red, just buy, stack, and chill, ladies and gentlemen. Push this beautiful. I think we got the red button today. Need a little sound. Yeah, there we go. You just smash it. Just smash it and enjoy that dirty old fiat going into the world's hardest monetary form that has ever existed. Was it discovered or was it invested? Who knows, ladies and gentlemen. Around Bitcoin, obviously, Craig Wright is not Satoshi. It was great news, and we're going to continue to revel in it because the dude was absolutely psycho. I'll try not to bring it up too much times, but yeah, they are seeing a lot of outflows out of gold without fudding Peter too much. Marty Bent, I thought this was pretty cool. The incumbent power structure hates Bitcoin, and that makes me happy. Makes me happy too. They lost the first string of battles, but will now try to frame Bitcoin a particular way to ensure most people don't harness its true power, censorship, resistance, and verifiability. Hold your own keys. The ETF, double-edged sword, gets people exposed to the number go up technology. Fantastic. That's great. If you have no other option or you're new to Bitcoin, reach out to the Bitcoin way and actually buy Bitcoin and get it in the self-custody. However, if you're just friends, family, parents, maybe, if they get the ETF, they see the number go up, and then you can give them the book, ladies and gentlemen. They can learn about it. They can sell the ETF. They can put it in self-custody. Maybe it's not a problem for the next 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years. Who cares, ladies and gentlemen? Better to be prepared. There's no fees, yearly fees as well. Holding it in self-custody, you can go anywhere around the world. You can do anything. Nobody can get in the way, especially if you're running your own node. There's no reason. Anyway, so lost first string of battles, but they'll try frame Bitcoin a particular way. We're already seeing that everywhere around the world, especially from the camp of Lizzie Dizzy. But politicians, you know, Vivek Ramaswamy was obviously in Mr. Donald Trump's ear. And it's not pro-Bitcoin, but at least he's going to leave it alone if he gets re-elected, if he doesn't get taken out. Can I say that on YouTube? Who knows? Pretty big possibility, I think, from this side of the world. It looks clear as 9 day. I think they're going to try. Who knows? I hope not. It's another human being, regardless, politician or not. And overall, my opinion, I think he did pretty well last time. They're politicians. I don't have any respect for any of them, to be honest. But whatever. They're all pretty bad. I want Bukele to be here in Australia. Wouldn't that be good? And Javier Milei, not sure yet. Time will tell. Time will tell. What do you think? Javier Milei, good or bad overall? Net. They can't. Nobody's going to get everything right, and especially not these people that have risen to the top with interesting past. Anyway, this is so cool. My dad, what is Satoshi dumps? I just thought I'd bring up a couple of memes, ladies and gentlemen, and if you can, smash the like button. It helps out heaps if you haven't already, and we vibe. I'll say it. Hit subscribe. The news with the fast facts. We have a bit of banter, a little bit of fun. Today is not a very serious day. Actually, it is really, really serious. The red button is up. Don't let this opportunity slip. Oh, it's come down from $74,000. That's good. That's a really good thing. Please get used to these red buttons. They are the best. The green buttons are good as well. You still want to push the green buttons, in my opinion, my humble opinion. But the red buttons, you really want to just really push, really firmly like that, and just get as many of the Satoshis as you can. Put them in cold storage and just enjoy life, ladies and gentlemen. But I thought I'd bring up some memes. Regardless, my dad, what if Satoshi dumps 1 million Bitcoin on the market? Then what? Me. Then the price dips and the hundreds of thousands, if not millions of maximalists will buy it up. Dad, you don't know that. Me. No, Dad, I do. I talk to them every day. Well done for being a Bitcoin maximalist. If you are new here, welcome to Bitcoin. The culture is interesting. If you're just here for the number go up technology and you're not chasing freedom or whatever, stay away from the Bitcoin maximalist, Bitcoin Twitter, Bitcoin X or whatever, because very quickly going through that, there is a little bit of noise there, but most of it's aligned with truth, or the noise is designed to pull you around, shake up your beliefs, and bring you back to truth. It's incredible. It's crazy. It's a whole lot of fun. If you're new to Bitcoin, it's probably something you haven't experienced before. Enjoy, tread slowly, like a really crazy Bitcoin book. And ladies and gentlemen, this one's for you as well. Please don't read until you've read like at least, I don't know, a minimum. I want to say 6, but like if you're really interested, a minimum of 4 other Bitcoin books. Say like read Bitcoin Evangelism, B is for Bitcoin, the Bitcoin Standard, and then the Fiat Standard. And then I think you're ready psychologically for Eric Kaysen, Crypto Sovereignty. Holy cow. Wow. What a trip. This guy is so radical as an anarchist. The thoughts, the way the book is designed is almost a spiritual experience. He pulls you so far one way, down another way, into these crazy deep rabbit holes, and you come up in line. I've got about 15% left of the book, and I can only read little bits at a time, and I need to put it down, ponder, think, and just disseminate whatever it is that I'm learning from that book. It's magic. Don't let that be your first Bitcoin book. Would be my advice from one reader to another. I don't know when this was posted, but this is basically... We know it to be true, ladies and gentlemen. It's 29 seconds. It's just nice when they say the quiet part out loud. And then a couple more articles, and then we'll dive into the comments section. Shout out to everyone.
In other words, we need a little inflation in this economy to get things going. What do you say to that?
Well, inflation is theft. You're stealing value from people who save money. So if you have a 2% or a 10%, the value of the currency is lost. And it really destroys an important feature of the economy, and that is savings. Savings tells us something, and it tells us if capital is available. This notion that capital can come out of the expansion of the money supply is remote.
Another
Yeah, you can't just print money and have no consequences there. We dived into the market cap, 1.31 trillion. We'll just bring up the price again, refresh it, and no, it's gone up. Oh my gosh. Genuine reaction. It's truly a bad thing when Bitcoin number goes up, in my opinion. I've done as much as I can to stack as hard as I can for as long as I can. And honestly, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to get to a point where you believe you never have enough. And maybe that's not a good place to be psychologically. Still have a roof over your head, clothes, whatever it is you need to do. But try to do whatever you can to get as much as possible, as soon as possible, in my opinion, anyway. If we do go cashless, if the world shuts down, if there is another pandemic, a cyber attack, things may come offline for a little while. If the cyber attack happens long term, people have sent Bitcoin nodes up into space and stuff. We're all good on that front. Bitcoiners have you sorted, ladies and gentlemen, for the new financial monetary revolution. Please just buy, stack, and chill. Anyway, let's jump into the comment section. Yous are all winners. If you are hanging around for the comments, awesome. We'll dive into a quick little banter. If you are going to disappear, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. And hit subscribe if we vibe. If you can do us 2 favors, smash the like button. It's super easy. Like that is so small. It's, oh no. Still going to push it. I am still going to push the green button today as soon as commies sort out their nonsense. Oh man, I like it red. Like I truly love it when the button's red. But if you could smash the like button, it's so easy, it's so simple, it can really help out the channel. Or, yes, we've gone grey. We've gone grey. See, the price is distracting. The green button, it's horrific. Anyway, it is what it is. And if you can share the video, that truly helps out a lot. Say g'day on Twitter. Let's get the news out there. Let's jump up to the top of the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. Yous are all legends. This is the favourite part of my day every day. Getting to talk to Bitcoiners about Bitcoin. How does it get any better and what else is possible? I say, how does it get any better and what else is possible? And when I say that, it doesn't always get better straight away. And a good proof in the pudding, as soon as I said that, the button went green. It would have gotten better straight away if the button stayed red or the price dropped. However, eventually, not straight away, but eventually it always gets better. Anyway, that's the way that I see the world. And eventually we are going to see some more red, $10, $20, $30,000 days down, but we're also going to have them back up. Yes. Yes, you just stay there, little baby. Anyway, chasing the paper. Aloha, Huahin, Gargle, Humble, the like. G'day, Sean. G'day, Bitcoin legends. McLovin in the house. Chris Bridges, the meme a day keeps the bears away. I think, should I bring up a meme a day? Why not? And I don't know, bring on the bears. Bring on the bears, baby. Maybe that's a shirt. Bring on the bears. I love it. Send the price low. We know where this price, we know where Bitcoin is going. And even forget about it in fiat terms. One Bitcoin is one Bitcoin. It's infinity divided by 21 million. How many Bitcoin are lost? Maybe 5 million coins. That's pretty exciting. So there's 16 million. Infinity divided by 16 million coins. That's why Bitcoin is going up forever. It's pure truth. It's pure math. It's pure light energy. It is a gift to heal the planet. Anyway, Gargoyle, looks like we're up to 7 million Bitcoin. 7 million. I think that means there's currently over 12 million Bitcoin in circulation. Wow. Isn't that insane? 5 million, 7 million. And I don't know. Probably worth buying some just in case it catches on, ladies and gentlemen. Governments are in the accelerate fight you stage. Now they're in complete fear. Rock and roll, they sure are, my man. McLovin, I hit the like button to help spread the urgent message of Bitcoin. You are an absolute legend, McLovin. Yes, that's where we're heading. CBDC, social credit score. Of course, they want to bring it in. AI, double-edged sword, ladies and gentlemen. It's a tool that can be used for good or bad. The baddies are going to use it for bad, and that's why we need to align with truth. And who do you reckon the best person on Bitcoin and AI is bringing those two together? Who would be the best guest to have on and dive deep into that subject? That's something I'd be interested about as well, because there's a lot of fear-mongering around AI, and I think people should be wary, be aware of it. But it's also a net benefit if we use it the right way and align with Bitcoin. I can't see that being a bad thing. They'll use it for micropayments and things like that. Yeah, we got a grey button. Grey button's all right. But yeah, let us know if you've got any suggestions. Cha-ching! Yam, Stone, Gargle, that's good for our bags. G'day, legends. Orange pill dispenser in the house. OPD, I'll get back to you, obviously, once we get out of this live stream. And after I've gone for a walk, I'll send you a message, man, back on X. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm super contactable on X. Most of the time, I post a lot of memes or consolidate a lot of the best, most important news information in there. And then I post pictures of me holding jellyfish and stuff or whatever. You know, it's a little bit over the place, but I don't know. It's just be you, ladies and gentlemen, and Bitcoin. It's I try to do my best to try to keep it as positive as possible. But say g'day. I use it more to communicate and reach out to people. Now, McLovin, what up, Sean Michael in the house. MJ, greetings from Munich, Germany. The only German I know is so rude, so I'm definitely not going to say anything. Sean, CBA locked my account to protect me, aka don't like me moving funds to an exchange. Amped, that's crazy. So CBA is the commie bank of Australia, mate, and they're locking people down to $10,000 a month. It's a pain in the ass. They're also locking people out of their accounts for moving, quote unquote, your money, which is not your money once you deposit it. Isn't that insane? I'm amped, BTC, I'm so sorry. And it's just crazy. It's just messed up. What's going on in Australia? I've worked with a handful of ADF boys, and they seem like the last people who would support what your gov is doing. The Australian Defence Force, I don't think they have really a decision. And like they're just there to follow orders would be my opinion. Greens from Michigan. Brave New World. Black Swan Doe, OPD. No such thing as free money. Someone has to pay for it. Gargoyle, I love my pet rocks. Aren't they the best? Elaine, truly good to see you. Sorry for trolling. It's definitely not the halvening. It's just not. It's the halving. Dave, why don't they keep asking that dumb question? That was in regards to Bitcoin not being a store of value. Wowee, McLovin, where's Phil, Elaine? One misspelled. One misspelled aloud. Only one misspelled aloud. Hoddle, I love that shirt, McLovin. It is on the bitcoinlab.io. I'll show it to you again to check it out. I thought it was pretty cool, but obviously I'm biased. Buy, stack, and chill, baby. I just want something to be able to spark a conversation. Obviously, read the books, read the bugs. People are going to be like, what? Anyway, you can check it out. I can't believe just a few months ago, nobody on the mainstream was talking about Bitcoin. We have entered the economic quickening. Time speeds up, and so do sats. 100%. Wait till we get to 100K, baby. And Bitcoin is just going to be all over the news everywhere. Like, it hasn't even started. Still not really getting those texts. Having more conversations, but not getting the text yet. Like, it's going to be absolutely wild. It won't be smooth. Time waits for no man. 666, sign of the beast, 100%. The enemy of man is ego, 369. The numbers of the universe line with truth and voting for 420. I bet you are, OPD. Tony Love, red days are good days, chill out and stack sats. Green days are good days, chill out and stack sats. That's 100%. They're all lizards. Croc, just the word politician irks me 100%. Yeah, man, I got interested in Bitcoin once Trudeau confiscated all donations to truckers who protested vaccine mandates. Isn't it insane? Like, it's almost a marketing campaign for the people that were awake, that were aware. It is good to have you here. Peggy Granham, page 166 to 167, fascinating pages in the case and book Crypto Sovereignty. Please make it at least your fifth book. Don't make that your first book. And if you're that insane, let me know what your experience is like after you read the book. I'd really be interested to hear that. But I seriously, I do not suggest it. Read the other books first, ladies and gentlemen. Ron Paul for the win, all about surveillance societies. What's up, Snake Charmers? I like that. There's some crazy snakes anywhere. Maybe one day I'll tell you some cool snake stories. Can you explain again about pearling nodes? Yeah, Darren, I'll go into that one another episode, but they have sent Bitcoin nodes up into space, and you can also transact Bitcoin on UHF or VHF radio as well. They are doing things. The mobile internet's not going to stay out for a long time, just a short time, so I'll just stack and chill. But we can do it. Jeff Booth. Yeah, we'll reach out to get Jeff Booth on. Can't Aussie folks open up a Robinhood account? Don't know. I do not know. 10 million. Hit the like button. Miss Jackson. Sorry, Miss Jackson. But Bitcoin's for real. Sorry, it was a little bit lame. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a beautiful day. Well, it's starting to be a beautiful day. How does it get better and what else is possible? Talking to you legends, talking about Bitcoin. If you haven't already, and we vibe. If you're here for truth, if you're here for freedom, for the revolution that is Bitcoin, that hope, the transparency, the verifiability, to actually have scarce money, smash the subscribe button, hit the like button, go out and do something nice for a random person. Find a beautiful place and get lost. Be blessed. Peace.